Hello ladies and gentlemen, I'm Handsome Booker, and I'm going to show you guys a couple easy steps to fix your FPS in Wildstar. I've had this issue, I'm assuming you've had this issue because you're watching the video, and there's some really easy ways, and let's just get into it here. So the first one I got for you guys is to go to, you want to go to your C drive, and then you want to go to users, and then you want to go to username, whatever that is, and then app data, roaming, NCSoft, and then Wildstar. And if you do not see app data, just go up here and type in app data. If you're not seeing app data, that means you don't have your hidden folders to be shown. And it's just a easy way to get there. But yeah, once you're into Wildstar folder, you want to Control A, you want to select everything, and you want to blow it all away. And it's going to blow away all of your add-on information, it's going to blow away your key bindings, it's going to blow away your tutorials, and you're going to have to, bear through that stuff again, but it increases your FPS, it increases your load time, and what this was, is if you had any data from the old beta clients, it was all stored here, and it was causing conflicting issues with any of the new data that was coming in. So once you delete it, you're good, and yeah, it's a pretty easy one. It actually increased my loading by a lot. That was the main thing it increased. It increased my FPS just by a little bit, but the loading between zones and teleporting was so much faster and so much smoother. It was just night and day. The next one I have is pretty easy. It's you want to right click on your Wildstar shortcut here, and you want to go into properties. And you want to go into the shortcut here, and you want to type in DirectX 9 or DX9. And what that's going to do is it's going to force Wildstar to run in DirectX 9 instead of DirectX 11. And a lot of people are saying that they've gotten a huge FPS boost from this. I got a huge FPS boost from this. If you have a DirectX 11 card, it's going to run in DirectX 11, and there's just a lot of issues with it. A lot of people have been saying they've gone from, 30 FPS to 60 FPS, or even 105, just depending on, what your specs are on your computer. This isn't going to work for everyone, so I mean, all these tips are not going to work for everyone. There's going to be hits and misses, but yeah, you just say apply, okay, and if you didn't change anything, you can just go right back in and delete that little dash DX9. It's that simple. The other thing you can do while you're in the shortcut properties here is you want to also do dash console. So that's going to give you the option to press the tilde button and bring up the console, which is where we can do some quick commands that'll reduce the visual, the particle effects and how many spawn on screen. So that causes quite a bit amount of lag, and also how to change your camera FOV, because a lot of people, they feel a little motion sickness because the FOV is so close. So there's some pretty easy ways to switch that stuff, and I'll show you guys in here in just a minute. Okay, so now we're in game, and I'm going to show you guys, let's do the TargetFrame one first. So there's two add-ons that Wildstar has released that actually cause a lot of issues. And the first one is TargetFrames, and then the other one is Combat Log. Both of those are not a substantial, but a decent FPS loss. And there's a couple replacements. There's Potato UI, which is a fairly popular TargetFrame replacer. So you're going to have to use one of those, because if you disable TargetFrames, the Carbine version, then you're not going to have anything, and you're not going to know what your health is, and it's not going to be good. So definitely get a replacer if you do disable that. Okay, now that we're in game, you want to go and you want to press escape, and then you want to go to your add-ons. It's at the top left here. I'm going to say right, top left. And you want to look for TargetFrames, and that's going to be right here. You want to go just click on the upper thing here and click on name. And you can find it here, and then you want to go to change load rules, and you want to say do not load add-on, and that's how you disable mods or add-ons in this game. And the other one you want to look for is called Combat Log. There we go. So the Combat Log also causes a lot of FPS drop. You're going to need this if you have anything similar to Recount from WoW. I'm not sure what the equivalent is yet for DPS meters in Wildstar. So you're gonna have to have that on if you want that, but if you do not care about that and want a little bit of an FPS boost, you can always go into change load rules and tell that one to not load also. Okay, so the next one you want to do here, guys, is the console command. Remember when we did the dash DX9 and dash console? It comes up with this, and I was playing around with it a little bit here, but the first one is going to be spell.visualSuppression So I'll put it on screen here. But yeah, you want to change that to 0.9, and what that will do is it will help with how many particles are called on your screen at one time, which is a very, very GPU intensive action. So you can keep limiting it if you're running into more FPS issues, but I wouldn't really go, you know, below 0.8, because then you're just kind of losing out on a lot of the nice particles in the game. The other one is the field of view. So what you want to do is you want to type in camera.fovy, and then you type in, the default is 55. A lot of people prefer 60. Some people prefer 80. That's way too much for me. I'm actually okay with the normal 55, but I know a lot of people have had issues of motion sickness, and it's like, oh, it's too much. So, you know, it's all user preference at that point. But that's it for this video, guys. Hopefully all those tips helped you out, or even a little bit. But yeah, if you found the information to be useful, make sure to hit that like button, and be sure to subscribe for more Wildstar content. Other than that, guys, thank you very much for watching, and as always, I will see you in the next video.